I'm joined on set now by Shirley Sitbon from our International Affairs Desk. Hi, Shirley. You're going to talk to us a bit more about these developments, what we've just been seeing. Notably, Vladimir Putin's statements, a bit vague perhaps, but, what are people reading into what he said in his speech to reporters?
Yes, they're looking at every word there, indeed, to understand what's behind this. And many are skeptical, even when you look at Germany, for example, since we mentioned Gerhard Schroeder. In the German government, some people are wondering whether this is another bogus promise. And we've been hearing, must say, across the world now, from the U.S., from Vladimir Putin, from others, from Iran, various promises of ending wars just now around the corner, 48 hours, 1 week. So many people are skeptical. They're also skeptical because Vladimir Putin suggested as a mediator his friend Gerhard Schroeder, of course, former chancellor, but also since then known for his key roles in Russia's energy projects. He stepped down in 2022 when Russia started its large-scale invasion of Ukraine. But still, is he really the perfect person to be a mediator? Others are saying, hey, if Vladimir Putin suggests a European in the talks, why not go with it? Because we want a European at the table and not just the U.S. and Russia and sometimes Ukraine, but your Europeans want to be there. So it's an opportunity. And we've heard various European officials saying that talks should start. Every opportunity should be seized. And some are saying, well, one way to prove Vladimir Putin is serious is to see if the ceasefire holds. And we're seeing it's not really holding so far. So a lot of questions there, noting that the circumstances are particular right now. Russia is not making much progress recently, still holding about 20% of Ukrainian territory. But Ukraine has built new alliances. It's been proven efficient on the ground. So yes, maybe Vladimir Putin thinks that it's time to negotiate something before it's too late, perhaps.
Yeah, he was also describing a European security kind of infrastructure apparatus. What was all of that about?
Yes, the Russians have been talking about this for a while, and the Europeans as well, because we've seen the Europeans trying to gain some kind of, I wouldn't say autonomy, but they've been linked to the U.S. and there were a lot of partnerships between the two, the EU, the Europe more largely, and the U.S. and Canada. And now, since Donald Trump's first term, the Europeans have started to understand that they need to build their own security infrastructure, architecture, guarantees, call it as the way you want to call it, but they need to think about that. And Vladimir Putin and also his spokesperson in recent days have been saying that a European security architecture needs to take Russia's interests into account. And again, Vladimir Putin talked yesterday about NATO. He said, the Western leaders pledged that it will not go eastwards after the fall of the Berlin Wall and has gone eastwards and eastwards again and again. And for him, that has led to the war. So he says some kind of agreement must be reached. And we've seen various European leaders saying that this needs to be discussed between European leaders and Russia to settle this once and for all. So, there won't be any threats and concerns of future wars ahead.
Yeah, whoever meets Putin is still not meeting Zelensky face-to-face anytime soon. So thank you, Shirley Sitbon, for that analysis on that story.